Hey, what's up everybody? This is Like It's 1985, and today I'm going to talk about the Transformers, specifically dealing with the Dark of the Moon figures and Hasbro releases versus the Takara Tomy releases over in Japan. So I have, as examples, I have two examples of Crankcase and two examples of Autobot Topspin, and I'm here to tell you, at least with these two figures and probably with the rest of the Dark of the Moon line, there really is no difference between the Hasbro North America release and the Takara Tomy Japan release. The figures are identical except for the case with Crankcase, where I will get into that later, but in terms of the paint applications, they're identical. And typically when you think about the Japan domestic releases versus the North American releases, you, at least in my mind, you typically think about the differences in paint apps or differences in paint versus chrome. Now, case in point is the Classics Astro Train. I don't have the Hasbro Classics Astro Train. I do have a picture of it here on my laptop, and we can take a look at that. And as you can see, most of the figure is white with a little bit of blue here, some black on the shoulder armor. But I do have the Henkei release, and here it is right here. And clearly you can see the difference. Primarily the figure is gray and purple. And this version here, the Henkei version, is more cartoon accurate as far as the portrayal of Astro Train in the Generation 1 Transformer series. So you can see the difference there. And this is the Takara Tomy Henkei release. And in addition to being different colors, it also has chrome here on the back. So you have the chrome thrusters, and the plating here is chrome purple. You can see that right there. So that is typically, in my mind, what I expect to be the differences between a Hasbro North American release and a Takara Tomy release. However, with the Dark of the Moon figures, at least with these two figures, and I suspect with the line in general, there is no difference in the figures. However, there is a difference in packaging here. I happen to have Crankcase and Autobot Topspin's Takara Tomy packaging. You can see up here they have the Takara Tomy sticker, and they also have the sticker here, which is different from the North American release. And the additional difference, in addition to the packaging, is you also get these, I guess, trading cards. Here's the one for Autobot Topspin, and here's the one for Crankcase. So these particular cards do not come with the North American figures. As you can see there, it looks to be probably Japanese text there. So that is the other difference. Now on to the figures themselves. Let us start with Topspin here. On the left here is the one I purchased here in the States, and the one on the right here is the Takara Tomy release, and there is no difference at all between the two of them. You can see, if we just take a look at the paint apps here, both have yellow on the chest, on the shoulder armor, and you would think that with the Takara Tomy release there might be different colors or special colors, or even chrome, maybe chrome gold in place of the yellow. But no, it's the same exact figure. It has the same sponsor logos on there, and you know, the same Autobot symbols on the spoiler. It's same all around. Down at the legs here you have some paint apps, same on both figures. Even the mech tech weapons are identical, as you can see there. So there is no difference between the two in terms of Hasbro versus Takara Tomy, at least with Autobot Topspin here. So moving on to Crankcase. Now Crankcase does have one difference. The version here on the left I actually bought off of eBay from a Asian seller before they were ever released in retail. And this one has the controversial middle finger salute there, the one finger salute, whereas the actual retail release, this case, this is the Takara Tomy version here, has the modified hand. But other than that, in terms of paint apps, they are identical. There's no special paint apps. The Decepticon symbol here is the same. There's no special color for that. Looking in the back here, you can see they're identical in terms of the color of the plastic for the headlights and for the strobe lights here on the roof of the vehicle. And, you know, it goes on and on. So really, the tips of their toes both are painted silver. You can see there. And even the mech tech weapons are identical in terms of sculpt, paint, and so on. You can see there. So, yeah, there really isn't a difference apparently with the Dark of the Moon line. Unlike with the Classics Astro Train version you saw there. So just sort of a public service announcement, I guess, to those of you who had a question about that. I did go online and do a little bit of research, and the indications were that there was a difference between the Takara Tomy and the Hasbro version in the Dark of the Moon line, but apparently that's not true. And finally, one person asked me to see if I can show you and him or her the cards I have from the Takara Tomy, the Takara Tomy release of the Dark of the Moon figures. So, of course, I have Crankcase, that card, and here's a look at the back. And Autobot Topspin, look at the back. I do have Leadfoot, and a look at the back, and a Q/Wheeljack, and a look at the back of that card. As these all have special codes in there for some reason. And finally, for this guy here, which I just did a review on him, but I can't remember his name. But yeah, there you go. So that is the entirety of my Takara Tomy character cards, I guess you call them. And somebody had posted a comment saying he wanted to see all of mine that I had, and these are all the ones I have. So there you go. Alright guys and gals, I'll catch you later.